Draycott history video is a little bit different from all the others, because today I'm not looking at the past but the future. So why am I doing a video about the future as a historian? Well, history is always evolving, it's always happening. What is present today is past tomorrow, and so I think it's really important, it's actually vital to record the current goings on within the parish, as well as those things that happened centuries before. Which is why I've come today to the Blythe Fields housing development, or phase 1 of the Blythe Fields housing development. Now, we're not actually in the parish of Draycott, we're in the parish of Blythe Bridge, but if phase 2 gets built, parts of that I believe will be in Draycott, and since it's as connected to our community as it is to Blythe Bridge, to be fair, it's not really connected to either, then I think it's apt to do a video about Blythe Fields. So, if you read my book, The History of the Parish of Draycott on the Moors, there's a section in the bit about the 1980s and the 90s about the Draycott Action Group. And they were organised to fight developments that were planned and put forward for planning permission at that time. And the main one that they were fighting against was a huge industrial development that would have gone all the way from the junction with the A50, the roundabout, all the way across Draycott level to Creswell Lane. Now, that was defeated, but the victory wasn't total, because a different proposal, some people may cynically say the original one anyway, the one that they always thought they could get through, was accepted to build next to the A50 roundabout on both sides of the A50, and this was allowed for industrial units, and indeed the planning permission was passed, signs were put up, and it seems that nobody wanted to build industrial units there, so they never got built, and instead this section has now become a housing development. Now, I think it's fair to say that most people in the parish are not that happy about this. My job now is not to judge and to say it's worthwhile or not, but to record. So let's have a look round. I'm at the entrance to phase 1 of the development now, and this is Levison Street. It's named after local historian Levison Wood, and also his son, who is an explorer and an author of books. And this is the entrance to the development, brand new, built last year I think. So they've had to put this whole junction in, and if you want to walk anywhere you've got to cross over the road and then go right round there. It's a shame they can't put a footpath through Talmud Drive, but here we are. Here's the entrance. Let's have a look inside Blythe Fields. So you can buy the Kia, the Chichester, or the Barlow. Gordon Road. All the roads apparently on phase 1 of the estate are named, apart from Levison Road, are named after people who fell during World War One, and their names are on the War Memorial in Fallsbrook. Of course, this is in Fallsbrook Parish, which is why they didn't pick Draycott names. And Levison would, I believe, actually help them organise that. And I think that's a really nice and fitting tribute. This is as far as it gets at the moment. Of course, they are still building over there. This is not phase 2, this is still part of phase 1. And it'll be interesting to go back in years to come and see what it's like. One reason why I think it's so important to record these housing developments as they're being built is that when things are new, they have a different look and feel than at any other time in their history. And you know, I'm sure people will look at this in years to come and go, oh, that's a house, wow, that's what it was like when it was first built. So look at these have not been sold yet, they're all for sale. The ones on the end has been sold, and further towards the entrance, most of them have already been sold. So I'm now at the spot where the phase 2 of the development is going to be built, and this one I think will actually be within the parish of Draycott. Now, as things stand at the moment, my understanding is that phase 2 has not been passed in terms of planning permission by the council. I remember as a child walking through here with my mum and my friends on country walks, and it's a shame to think that actually in a few years' time, if phase 2 does go ahead, and looks like they seem to be pretty certain it will, this part at least will not be rural anymore. Of course, there is always a need for housing, I understand that, but the need in this country is for affordable housing, and looking at the plans, I'm not quite sure that this fits that bill. Anyway, the site of phase 2.